All right, guys, welcome back. One day late. We had some Wi-Fi issues yesterday. Not that I'm sure you guys were too concerned. Um, but we're back. All right, we got another week of baseball. Um, and a lot has changed, I think. A good amount's changed, I think, since we sat down last week.
I think
Yeah.
some things have changed. Yeah,
Yeah, and definitely I think some things are starting to solidify. Some division we're starting to see some separation in some divisions that were previously pretty tight. Um,
it's
and then we
always,
got some divisions that aren't so fun to watch right now. So,
I'd rather see it tight. But anyway, the AL East, I'm going to start with the AL East. Okay. Are you good with that?
hmm yeah,
Okay.
yeah, let's do it.
You look like you're questioning it.
No, keep going.
All right. We got the Tampa Bay Rays 3 games ahead now, kind of building
Yeah,
up a lead a little bit
kind of
here.
awesome.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. They're playing great baseball all around, I feel like right now. I mean, they're 7-3 in their last 10,
hmm
dominating. Yankees are 3 back. Everybody else is 10 and a half, 11 games back. So, I mean, at this point in time, I think we know it's a Yankees Rays race at this point in
hmm
time. I mean, Toronto's there, but I think there's still too big of a space in between to really consider them for right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ray's probably the hottest team in baseball right now. I mean, I ran these numbers yesterday, but won 18 out of their last 22 games. I mean, I think for me, um, rotation, their starting rotation has been probably the biggest surprise for me. They are absolutely dominating this year. Not that I thought any of these guys were bad going into the year, but I never sat here and looked at their rotation and was like, oh yeah, they're gonna absolutely dominate the league this year, and they're kind of dominating the league right now. Um, and and then I'm glad you mentioned Toronto. So I guess maybe a little bit of a hot take here. Um, yes, there's a lot of separation right now between the Blue Jays and the Yankees. Um, but we said at the start of the year that we could see the Yankees having some struggles when we get into the second half of this season, especially with their bullpen. Um, and this offense is inconsistent. It is. And I think they showed that a little bit this week. Right, the Yankees went on that little. I mean, they lost like what 8 in a row. So they lost a big number in a row.
Yeah.
And I think Toronto is starting to show signs that they're playing a little better. And New York and Toronto are playing right now. Yankees won today, um, but they won 7-6. It was a really good game. And Blue Jays. I mean, they put up runs in the top of the ninth. They came up a run short. I mean, I'm gonna be really interested to see how this series plays out because I think if Toronto can split, or I don't know if it's a 3 or 4 game, I didn't check, but if they can win a game or two in the series, I mean, I don't. Holy shit! I would say we shouldn't count out Toronto yet. Is really where I'm going with this.
That's fair. I don't see them winning this division, but I definitely could see them as a wild card team.
Yes. No, I agree, and I wouldn't be surprised if they pass New York.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
and look, I mean, I've been a hater of the Yankees all year. I get it. I'm probably biased. But I think this Toronto team is so much better than what we've seen so far. And I mean, look, if this stays consistent, New York is there. They're going to be in second. They're going to be in the wild card. But his history has said that this bullpen can't hold it together for a full season, and it's a good chance we see that this year, and we see Toronto kind of put themselves in a wild card position in the AL. So
And you are kind of seeing some bullpen problems already from the Yankees too. They've blown a few games here in the last week or two. So
yeah, I think last week, let's see, New York. So yesterday, so 3-7 out of their last 10. They lost the series to the Mets, lost to the Orioles, and got swept by the Brewers. And we'll talk about the Brewers when we get to that division. And then, yeah, so Austin Wells last week, 2 for 15. Ryan McMahon, 3 for 21. And Cody Bellinger, 2 for 22. And Trent Grisham is still hitting sub 200. I said this like a month ago. Are we good? Wyatt? Are we good?
Yeah, you froze for a minute, but now you're back.
Yeah, I know. I got the reconnecting thing, but it reconnected, so that's good. What was the last thing I said?
You were just talking about, I don't know when you went out. You were going in and out for a minute, so
Okay, I'll start over. So yes, Yankees 3-7 out of their last 10. Um, what I did these yesterday. Lost series to the Mets, lost series to the Orioles, and they got swept by the Brewers. Um, And then their offense last week. So Austin Wells went 2 for 15. Ryan McMahon went 3 for 21. Cody Bellinger went 2 for 22. And Trent Grisham is still hitting sub 200. And Trent Grisham's one of those guys. It was probably like a month ago that I said Trent Grisham will not hit over 230 this year, and he will not hit over 20 home runs. And he's showing that. He's extremely overrated. Had a lucky year last year. So like you said, offense showing the signs of being inconsistent. Bullpen, like you said, blew a couple games last week. I mean, bullpen let up a lot of runs last week. I think
yeah.
every guy in that bullpen gave up at least like 1, 2, kind of 3 runs throughout that week. So, anyways, that's my take there. Toronto could sneak up on the Yankees this year.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the AL Central. Good with that?
Yep.
You were frozen there for a minute. There you go. AL Central. Yeah, Cleveland leading it still. They have a game and a half lead, but the Chicago White Sox are right there, and they're still playing some good baseball, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. And I don't know if this is a hot take, but you can't count those guys out yet. Um, Everybody else is. I mean, you got the Twins 4.5 back, and then Detroit struggling big time right now. They're at the bottom of Kansas City, 6.5 out.
Yeah.
Not looking good for Detroit.
No, and I was hopeful about them going into the year, and I kept I kept talking about. I was like, just be patient with them, keep being, and I don't think we can be patient with them anymore. I mean, I think at this point we got to accept the fact that Detroit is just not a good team this year. Um, And then, so yeah, I love what you said about the White Sox. I mean, over 500 now. They started off really hot, right? And then they kind of slowed down. They dropped below 500. Everybody kind of forgot about them, and now they're right back there again. Um, and Cleveland does not have the division secured right now. I don't think so. I think this White Sox team is actually pretty good this year. So,
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, I don't really have much to say about that division besides Detroit's struggling really bad right now.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, it sucks. I mean, you lose Skew Ball, and that the offense just isn't great. So,
yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about the AL West here because this is probably one of the more interesting divisions right now, right?
mhm,
Um, you have the A's with a losing record leading the division by a game. And then you have the Rangers a game back, Seattle game and a half back, and then it kind of falls off after that. But I mean, it's a three-team race here in my mind, and I think no team really is sticking out. You know what I mean? Like there's nobody
mhm.
is just getting after it. It feels like nobody's winning the games and the consistency. I just don't see it yet.
So, I mean, what I think is, I think what we're seeing from the A's and what we're seeing from the Rangers is exactly what we're going to get out of them all year. They're not bad teams, but they're not great. They're mediocre, and they're going to stay around 500 all year. I think Seattle is still. I'm going to still stand by it. Seattle's better than what they're showing. Um, and they just right now can't seem to get over that hump. Um, I still think Seattle's going to win this division. I really do.
All right. Yeah. No, I mean, I think the A's are struggling bad right now, and they're kind of
Hmm.
keeping things close. And I mean, they were doing pretty well there for a while, and then dropped 2 out of 3 against the Giants, and then lost. I believe they lost again today to the Angels, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So um, when you're losing to the team at the bottom of your division, that's always an issue.
yeah,
So,
that's tough. That's tough for sure.
but all right, I'm gonna move on to the NL.
Hmm.
The NL East. I feel like outside of the Braves, there's still not much to talk about except the Phillies are playing some of the better ball in the league right now. I feel like. I mean, they're winning a ton of games right now.
Yeah, they're really good right now, actually. And the offense this week has been red hot. They really have. And since Don Mattingly took over, I mean, they're like what, 14-4 with him.
Mm-hmm.
They got Zach Wheeler back. They cut the deficit from 9 games to 7 games in a matter of a week. Right? And you look at, they keep doing it at that rate over the course of a season, right? I mean, the Braves still might be the best team in baseball. Um, but I mean, there's definitely an opportunity for the Phillies to close in. This offense just has to stay hot. Their staff is good. It's not good enough to get into the playoffs without this offense dominating, I don't think.
And I think if they stay hot, they're one of, if not the best offense in baseball because they have all the right
Yeah.
tools for it. The pitching really worries me long term.
Yeah, but getting Zach Wheeler back, I believe, I mean, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I still at the end of the day don't see them going into a 7-game series against, I mean, any of the division leaders probably. Milwaukee, I
Hmm.
see beating them, but
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to see Philadelphia in the playoffs, dude? That
Right,
atmosphere is
right.
amazing. But I
Yeah, no,
mean,
it is.
the Braves, I believe they got Acuna back today or yesterday.
Hmm.
Um, so they'll keep doing their thing, I think. I don't I think this division is theirs. It's a matter of what Philly can how
Right.
interesting they can make things, but
Well, I mean, I think we can at least say Philly, I mean, they have a shot at the wild card, right? 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks ago, we're sitting here, we're like, this team is not making the playoffs, right? But I mean, I think right now we can legit say Philadelphia is in a good position to get into the playoff picture in the wild card. Now, to your point, are they good enough right now to beat Atlanta or Chicago or Milwaukee or, LA? I don't know.
mhm.
There's still too much inconsistency in that lineup. And, it showed in the playoffs last year, right? I mean, they had every opportunity to beat the Dodgers in that series and they couldn't pull through. So,
And as of right now, they're 3 games out of wild card. So they're getting close because they were
yeah,
like
they're
8, I think originally, like
yeah.
so they're getting close. Definitely a
No,
team to
they're
keep an eye on
yeah, for sure.
for sure. All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the NL Central. Um,
My favorite division right now.
yeah, the Cubs are struggling a little bit, 3-7 in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a half game lead, but Milwaukee is coming. They're going to take over. I'm telling you right now. We both
I
have
see
said
it.
Chicago is not going to. We kind of thought this was maybe just a hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
Um, Milwaukee is just such a fun team to watch, dude. And
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't be shocked if they took a big lead in this division. To be honest with you, I think this division is going to be
Really?
theirs.
Big
Yeah,
league. Okay.
I would say like maybe not Brave size,
Mm-hmm.
but I could see like 4 or 5 games for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, but St. Louis is also just a game back. I still see them kind of falling out of the picture slowly but surely. It seems like that's what's going on. But outside of that, Pittsburgh's 4.5 back, and then Cincinnati's 5 back. So I mean, it seems like to me it's kind of a Chicago, Milwaukee
Okay.
with St. Louis kind of falling out of it. What do you think?
Um, I mean, I agree with you. I agree. St. Louis. I mean, I think like the biggest thing for me here, um, that I was kind of looking at is I was wrong about Cincinnati. Clearly, um, I think at this point we can say Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are falling out of this. Even though they're both, I mean, Cincinnati's at 500, Pittsburgh's still a game ahead of 500. I think a week from now, I think we probably sit down here and these teams are both under 500, I think,
Mm-hmm.
by the time we record next week. Um, right, both, right, both 4-6 in their last 10, both kind of struggling. Um, yes, Chicago, we said they were on a hot streak a couple weeks ago. I think that's true. St. Louis, I think they can easily stay in the wild card picture this year.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that in terms of the division, it's Chicago or Milwaukee. I do think St. Louis is good enough to stay in the wild card this year. Their offense is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got, Jordan Walker playing like an MVP right now, and it's like this team's got a real shot of making it this year in the playoffs, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick with the belief. I think they're gonna slowly but surely fade out.
okay.
I mean, we'll
See
find
who's
out.
right.
But no, super fun division to watch.
Yeah.
I really want to see a oh, I guess they're playing right now.
Mhm.
Brewers in Chicago.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, obviously they're gonna go at it a ton this year. I think it's gonna be a lot of crazy games. So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. Um, the NL West, man, Padres beat the Dodgers tonight in a very kind of boring game, 1-0.
Mhm.
Um, but they're beating them. They're winning games, and
Yeah, and now they're leading the division.
they got a half game lead, and they beat them. I mean, that's huge. Arizona's 5.5 back, and then it falls off big time with the Giants and Rockies. But again, I'm gonna say this: I love watching Rockies games this year because they're competing.
they're they're playing a lot better this year. They really are.
They
Um
they beat the Rangers tonight.
yeah.
I mean, the Rangers are what, a game out? I know we just talked about
Mhm.
them, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, they're beating good teams.
Yeah, I mean, look, and looking at the Padres and the Dodgers here, I mean, this proves you can spend as much money as you want. You can go get the best players from across seas. You can do whatever. In the end of the day, you got to play baseball. And Padres are giving the Dodgers a run for their money, and the Dodgers do not have this division secured. And I mean, we thought when we started, we were sitting here at the start of the season, we're like, this is the Dodgers division, like without a doubt. And I think everybody across the league was saying that, and it is not their division right now.
I mean, I still think realistically it should be, but I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope San Diego takes this thing.
And yeah, realistically, they probably win this division. But it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to earn it. They're not
San
just going
Diego's
to
not
run
going
away.
anywhere. Yeah.
No, they're not going to run away by 8 games. The Padres are going to stay in there, and they, yeah, like I said, I don't know if they win it, but they're going to give the Dodgers a run for the money, and I'm all here for it. So
Yeah, I hope the Padres sweep these guys. I can't we can't stand the Dodgers here, so man.
no, not at all.
The No
Yeah,
BS
go
bros are
Giants.
not we're not supporters of the Dodgers.
No, not at all.
But if any Dodgers players want to come on and talk, we'd be
Yeah,
more than
sure. I
happy
mean,
to do that.
if Shohei Ohtani wants to come on here with his translator, that'd be awesome. We can talk about gambling a little bit. Um, maybe hit the
Except for
casino after we record.
except for what's his name? Dalton Rushing.
Oh,
I,
yeah, that
I
guy's a fag. Get him out of here.
yeah, he's not welcome on the No BS
No,
podcast. So
no.
yeah, but hey,
Oh man.
I think it's good. A lot of competitive divisions right now,
Mm-hmm.
especially for. I mean, we're almost through May. I
Yep.
mean, I'm looking forward to pretty much all these divisions except for. Seems like the Braves got that seven
Yeah, I
game lead
mean,
going.
who knows? I mean, there's still enough games left. Obviously, that we could be looking at a completely different situation after the All-Star break. Um, but the Braves are the best team in baseball right now, or I think, or I mean, best record. I mean, we will see what that looks like if they have to play the Rays and Yankees, but hey, they're doing it right now, so
Yeah,
they just have to be the best team in the NL. So
yeah, no big deal.
yeah. All right, well, that's gonna do it. A little bit of a shorter episode. I moved last week, so in case you guys haven't noticed the new setup, but so wasn't able to pay attention as well. But next week we'll be back, hopefully good Wi-Fi signal and on-time episodes and with more information. So anyways, see you guys next week.